A man reproduces himself through his child, so when he leave here, he can just smile. But I see fit to stay here a while, maybe buy a timeshare somewhere, rock bumwear, beach chair, write a book each year. You can write yourself out of your blessings. Wreck your Lambo the first stages by driving too reckless. Time is too precious, these some obvious lessons. Please remind me to watch my step while I balance on edges, ski on the slopes of life. Slide down the Ave at night, watching them graphing graffiti on walls, that's the sight. Cars from Germany, I be pushing the fastest type. Looking at real estate, brother, I need the asking price. Imagine another rapper making me perspire. I got more styles and more flows, plus I'm much flyer. I got more heights to reach, but I'm already higher. I'm already on to the next thing. Peace and bless, King.
All right, let's get started. What is going on? What is going on, people? It is July 31st, the end of July. July 2023. Today I'm going to come at you with some stats, some market stats, some statistics. And then we'll get into this average versus median because someone sent me something on Instagram. A follower sent me something on Instagram, and I said, let me get into it because it scared me when I saw it. I was like, what is going on in the market right now? Although I know better. However, prior to us doing that, guys, remember to like, subscribe, share. I'm dropping this each and every Monday. Of course, on Wednesdays, I have a list of people. Let's go. The Tenacity Foundation, it starts with me. Go check out my brother, Joel Simmons, interviewing entrepreneurs, leaders, thought leaders in the community, spiritual leaders in the globe. Forget the community, in the globe. So check him out, Tenacity Foundation. That's on YouTube. Fridays, we do Community Beacon. Go and check us out. That drops at around 6:30. And then, of course, The Male Perspective, which I think is a powerful, powerful show. Check that out. That drops a new episode normally every Tuesday. I'm doing that along with Podcast Plus Studios. So check us out there. I've been keeping these shows real lean. I have a lot to say, but we're going to keep it lean. Okay, cool. Let's get into what I saw. We normally get into real estate, but this is real estate news. So let's talk about this. Someone sent this. I screenshotted it. I didn't show what Instagram profile it came from because it really doesn't matter. A lot of people have these different things. Probably shouldn't have my emails in the back, but it's fine. Guys, look, it says the average home sale price across Palm Beach County. Now, pay attention, the average. So I think they did an excellent job because it'll suck people in. Obviously, it sucked enough people in that I've received this. And the reason why I'm actually talking about it because this is the second time that I've seen this, and it states Boynton Beach 605,000, West Palm 723,000 and a half, Wellington 1.2 million, Jupiter 1.7 million, Boca Raton 1.3 million, Palm Beach, the island, Palm Beach proper, that's what we call it, the proper of the island, 11 million, and Manalapan is 19 million bucks. I want to quickly go over here to these fast stats. Let me see, share this tab instead. Check this tab out. Well, not this tab. This tab. And where we have so much information, our database as realtors, we can do so much research and we have so much information. And sometimes we take it for granted. Like we just think people know. Whereas what I've noticed, and that means that we need to do better. We need to do a better job communicating. And as my brother's show starts on Wednesday, it starts with me. It starts with me. It's to exactly communicate exactly what it is that we're seeing. So let's look at normally we get the stats a month behind. So this is for June. So we'll have July and August after they compile all the stats, all the last closings, cancels, etc. But we get this. So this is for June. So let's look at this. Let's look at the average sales price, which is right on par with what we saw. So pay attention. 700. I'm just looking at the 2023. So it states $778,000, 268. This is for West Palm Beach, and then you see, so you see 778,000. That's insane. Well, it's not insane. It's a lot. It's a lot more. And then when you go up, and this is for single families, of course. You go up, this is the median sale price is $510,000. And I always used to wonder, why do we always talk about the median sales price? We always talk about the median sales price. And it's a simple reason, because the median sales price means that there's an equal amount on either side that are being sold. So for us in West Palm Beach, it's 510,000, meaning that there's just as many. So let's say closed, right? The closed, there was 131. So there's going to be, you're going to half that, which would make it, what was that, 65, a little over 65.5. So 65.5 homes sold to the left of the median, 65.5 homes sold to the right of the median. What happens with the average sales price is that we have homes in Palm Beach, and I'm sure like everywhere else, that are going for tens of millions of dollars. If you're on the intercoastal in West Palm Beach, you're at the oh my gosh, the La Clara. Let's say the La Clara, because I know the construction guy, or the head construction guy at the La Clara. You're spending 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on up. The Bristol, because I know that they're the same guy. The guy at the Bristol, you're seeing Bristol sales that are going for 30, 40, 50, 60 million. It skews the average sale price, because let's go to the bottom of the sales price, which probably would be for, it wouldn't even be for a single family. It'd probably more likely be for a condo. It would be Century Village, and Century Village condos are going for around going for 100,000. So if you had 100,000, let's say we're just going to use two numbers, the $100,000 number at the Bristol, the Century Village, and then you have a $10 million hole at the condo at the Bristol, and I'm comparing condos right now. You can see below the condo prices, average sales price, and this is to my point. If you look right here below, I don't know if you can see mine, but I'm going to see if you can. I'm highlighting it. If you see it down here, the average sales price for a condo, which I'm using, is going to be $776,000. Well, right, because you have Century Village on the all the way left, and then you have the Bristol far right, 10 million, 20, 30, 40 million dollar condos. And you just take these two condos, one at Century Village for 100,000, one at the Bristol for, I don't know, for the sake of math, 10 million. Then we got to meet in the middle, right? That's the average price. So that's going to be, what is that? Oh my God. Is it not even $1 million? It's over $1 million, like 3 to 5 million. Forgive me. So that's why we have these skewed numbers, and you have people believing like, I can't even afford if we were to use average sales price, a person who could possibly buy a townhouse condo in Century Village, some of the other Shenandoah, Shiloh, the Shiloh area, those condos, which I like to call the mushroom homes, they're four to put together, Cherry Road, etc., which are rampant through Palm Beach County, and I believe they even go all the way down into Martin County. Those similar type homes, because those are like the most popular townhomes here in the county. You can probably get one over there between 250, 275, all the way up to 300,000 versus the Bristol. So if I'm looking at this and I'm seeing the average townhouse condo is 776,000 from outside, I can't afford that. But so that's why we don't use, or we shouldn't use the average house. We need to use the median sales price. It makes it pretty much door. And that's exactly where it should be. $297,000 for a condo. Once again, those properties like off Shiloh, right across from Palm Beach Lakes, in between Village, etc. And even on Village, we're talking about presidential. Those properties are going for, 220, 250. So it's 250, and depending on how much amenity, or excuse me, the upgrades, it'll go all the way up. So don't be scared. Don't be alarmed. Listen, while we're here, why not take a look at some of the other information? Look at this. In 2022, the median time to contract was 18 days. Here we are, it's at 55 days. Now, for the time to contract, I probably would I would personally like to see the average. But let's look. The median contract is 18 days on this side. So there's a lot of opportunity out here for buyers looking to buy homes. Seeing as the homes are staying on the market longer means that we're starting to get to a more stable market. Last year was not stable. The pending sales, 124, it's interesting that it still remains the same, right? So all this, like, we're looking at all these different headlines, Then we start to look at the actual stats, what's really going on in the market. That's why when you talk to an agent that's really doing business, they're not rushing you. It's the same thing. It just took less time. Same homes went on the market. Right now, it seems to me, this stat is telling me that the market's kind of being controlled by not enough properties being listed, which is going to change very soon. The new listings, you had 270 last year. See, 270 last year, only 125 sold. And I can almost tell you exact, and only 172 this year. And I can tell you 270 because a lot of people were asking, as a seller, you were asking above what people were able to pay, because people were willing to pay. They weren't able to pay. And I think that's very important. People are willing to pay whatever, but when that appraisal comes down and the amount of loan that they can qualify for and how much they can go over that loan, if they even have those expendable funds, whether it's they're taking it from stocks or 401k plans, do they have access to the overage? That's what happened last year. You can tell. So if it was 125 last year with such demand, homes will only stay on the market for 18 days. But the people who could afford to go over is who went over. Let's look. Had a lot more inventory of home for sale last year compared to this year. Months supply of inventory last year was 2.9, 3.4. When we get, and this, what this tells you is what kind of market we're in. If you're below 6 months of inventory, you're kind of in a seller's market. 3 months is not like a extreme seller's market. But man, I remember when we had, I remember it was like 6, 7, 8, 9 months supply. You can go out and show a buyer, 7 to 10 homes in the same community. That's a little bit different now, as people are now are kind of waiting. I want to say I think a lot of people are waiting for interest rates, which is interesting. You're waiting for interest rates to come down. So if interest rates they start to come down, more people are going to be able to buy a bit more for the home. So they're going to be able to pay, they're going to start paying more. So it's almost backwards when you think about it, that once the interest rate comes down, then you're going to have more buyers that are going to be excited about the market, or they're thinking interest rate is going to come down. I think if it goes below 6, we're going to see an explosion. Sellers are going to start to sell their home for more money because there's going to be competition. So this is going to be interesting as we see how this continues to play out. And in the meantime, people still need to buy, people still need to sell. And that's what we're seeing. People having to buy. These are real sellers that are on, most of them are real sellers on the market. And I hope that helps, guys. I put it into perspective. If I talk too fast, let me know. I'm working on it. I make so many phone calls that over the last year that I started to speed up my cadence and voice. And also I get passionate. So forgive me. Other than that, guys, if you have any questions, please put it in the comments. You can DM me as well. We can get together. I appreciate you all checking in. And with that being said, have a great week. I'm here for you. Much love and respect.
A man reproduces himself through his child, so when he leave here, he can just smile. But I see fit to stay here a while, maybe buy a timeshare somewhere, rock bumware, beach chair, write a book each year. You can write yourself out of your blessings, wreck your Lambo the first stages by driving too reckless. Time is too precious, these some obvious lessons. Please remind me to watch my step while I balance on edges, ski on the slopes of life, slide down the Ave at night, watching them graphing graffiti on walls, that's the sight. Cars from Germany, I be pushing the fastest type. Looking at real estate, brother, I need to ask in price. Imagine another rapper making me perspire. I got more styles and more flows, plus I'm much flyer. I got more heights to reach, but I'm already higher. I'm already on to the next thing. Peace and bless, King.